If you love doing puzzles at home, you'll definitely want a puzzle table board. This one has a base to it that makes it so it can spin. It has drawers. We're gonna pop that on and then we'll put a puzzle on there and have a little family fun.
Really great drawers. Has this protective cover as well, so that while you're building the puzzle, if you want to pause, you can put this over the puzzle to protect it and keep any pieces from flying away. It has a nice smooth surface on it. One thing I like is that it does have 3 raised edges on it and then one that's not raised. That can be really nice if you like to store your puzzles built, or if you're going to put them in a frame, if you have a puzzle that you want to do that. Real easy to be able to slide it off. You don't have to worry about lifting it up to try to get it over the lip. That's definitely handy when you have that. To be able to put the drawers together with the knob, they all come pre-drilled. So you'll just take a screw, put the screw through the hole in the board, and then you'll grab your little knob and you'll go through and just screw that on there. Go until you get it to where it's just starting to be snug. Then you grab your screwdriver and just snug it up. Don't put it on there too tight. You don't want to damage the wood here by putting it on there too tight or potentially stripping it out. And then once you're done with that, then you'll go ahead and you'll slip it into the pre-manufactured hole here, and it just slides right in there. So really nice to be able to have all the different drawers that you can store pieces in for all the different organization that you're doing with the puzzle table here. And then this one here goes right there. It came well packaged. The hardware is kept inside one of the drawers, so when this arrives to you, just make sure you're opening one of the drawers to be able to find the hardware inside. The instructions are pretty minimal, so just be aware of that. They're not a whole lot of help there to be able to know how this goes together. One of the things on this too that took me a second to look at and think about was the fact that it comes with this Lazy Susan that mounts on the underside. And one of the things to know about the Lazy Susan is that because this is such a thin board, they don't want you to use screws. And it has these 3 dots on here. So what that actually comes with is it comes with some double adhesive pads. So you go ahead, turn this over, put pads on the different angles of the Lazy Susan, and you'll go through and kind of line it up with those red dots and then push it into place, and that adheres it there. So then all of a sudden, you now have the ability to be able to spin the table on the surface that you're using it. These 3 red dots are in place to be able to line up the main perimeter of the Lazy Susan here, not to try to line up these holes here. These holes here would be technically used for screws, but you don't use screws on this, so that's why they have those double-sided stickers, and you just line that up like so. So you go through and put them on there, and then it does take a bit of work to be able to get in there. You'll want to have a nail to be able to take off this outer layer of it to be able to get the adhesive exposed. All right, we have our double adhesive dots on here. We'll go through, and you could just kind of roughly line up. Those dots are there just to kind of mark the center line of the thing. So you go through, line it up there. Make sure that you're putting it on the correct side so that you have these little tabs are facing the table, and then go through and push it down. All right. Excited to be able to use this with the family.